Hi, my name is Rick Knatzer. I'm with 101 Running Tribe, and I do all kinds of running, like marathons, halves, 10Ks, and I've been doing it for about 5 years. And about a year and a half ago, I was really getting ready for some big races in the fall, but we still had some skiing to do, and actually in the late spring. And I tried some new boots, and they kind of hurt, but it went away. I did my marathons, had my best times. And then in December of 2011, I went skiing again and bought some new boots, and they were hard to get on because my foot's kind of a long, narrow shape. But I didn't think much about it until I started running again, trying out for the half marathon coming up in February, and I could hardly run at all. I did the half marathon, but I couldn't walk for 3 days afterwards, and that's so unusual for me. So I went to my doctor, and he took some x-rays and saw nothing. So I went to my podiatrist, and he had me do an MRI, and they saw nothing. And he said, you know, I don't see anything wrong with you. And I really couldn't run literally for more than 2 miles at a time without a lot of pain. And this went on for quite a few weeks. And then I was training for another half marathon thinking, I don't know how I'm going to make this. And I went to my masseuse, Kim Freetly, and I started telling her a little bit more about this. And she goes, oh, well, turn over. And she started working on my feet and found all these little spots on my foot. And believe it or not, I went running the next day. I ran about 6 miles, and it took me a while to get going again. But it was actually that quick. She spent about 20 minutes on my feet, and I was able to run the next day. She found all these little spots, that she called them like P's or trigger points, and I had never heard about them. My doctor knew nothing about it, of course, and she just found these little spots, and you could feel her thumbs finding them, and it was like a pimple, you know, where you release it, it's like, and you could just feel that feeling of the pain going away in all these spots. And she was kind of amazed how many I had. But I was running the next day. I had 3 weeks to my next marathon, but I still managed to finish third overall in my class. So I did pretty good, even though I had 3 weeks. But I hadn't been running, like I said, hardly at all before that. So I really thank my masseuse, Kim Freetly, for what she did for me, because nobody else could find it. And I spent a lot of money at the doctors and MRIs, and it didn't do me a bit of good. So I've been running now, running a few races, and I've done really good. And so I really appreciate all the help I got from Kim Freetly. She really saved my running.